Well, greetings and welcome to the KPEG Game of the Week. Tonight, it's Game 1 of our weekend doubleheader as the Ynez Pirates come to town to face the Cabrillo Conquistadors. This is Greg Ratcliffe broadcasting live from the press box at Houck Stadium, where the Pirates will put their 4-3 record on the line against the 0-7 Conquistadors. Ynez takes the field tonight, tied for second place in the Channel League standings after knocking off Santa Barbara 28-10 last Friday. The Conqs, still working towards their first victory of the year, dropped a heartbreaker last week, losing to San Marcos 26-25. So, with the Pirates trying to stay in the mix and the Conqs hoping to get into the hoping to get into the hunt themselves, both of these teams should be ready to play tonight. I had a chance to speak with Cabrillo head coach A.J. Pateras yesterday about that tough loss last Friday and what he expects to see from the Pirates tonight. Let's listen in to what Coach had to say.
Well, I'm here with Coach A.J. Pateras. Coach, it's been several weeks since we last spoke. You're still looking for that first win of the season, but man, did you ever come close last week, losing 26-25 to San Marcos. Tell us about that game.
It was one of those games where we kind of got on track. Offensively, there were some things we saw in film that we had a good opportunity to exploit, and we were able to. Didn't have the ball much in the first quarter, though. I think we only had one possession. They'd got us on a surprise onside kick. So even being 6-6 at the end of the first quarter, we had only played offense one time because we had that kickoff return. So when you looked at kind of the overall picture, I think we were on the field 75 plays on defense, 37 on offense. And so and we were still points within victory. So it came down to more details. Our kicking game was so throughout the week. Snaps, holds, kicks, protection, and we missed two of those. And so not one person's fault. It's just more of a collective group effort there. But we kind of stressed a lot more after the game about the effort. That we had great effort all week. Meetings were more engaged. Kids were a little bit in tune to the details. But when they glossed over something that we corrected during the week, those are the things that stood out on Friday night. So, it was a good reflection for us after the game to say, hey, Monday through Thursday is so vital, and your Saturday, Sunday studying of film is so vital to your on-field success Friday. But we did almost everything in our power to win that game, and then we did almost everything in our power to lose that game with, third and short, false start. Down on the one, backed up, go 4 and out. Fighting for more yards, fumble the ball. But no interceptions. We were clean in the passing game. Pass protection was pretty good for the most part, a couple breakdowns. But we did everything in our power to win that game, but everything in our power to kind of stop ourselves from achieving. So for us, it's a good learning lesson on how to compete and how to compete fully and not have those little mistakes kind of carry for, 4 or 5 plays.
Well, that one broke my heart when I reported the score on the air last week. I can't imagine how the kids felt. How'd they take it?
Guys showing emotion. Guys are working. You look at our team and you go, okay, we're 0-7. We've had a couple really close games. We've had a couple games where there were lopsided scores, but we were 2 or 3 possessions away from being close, or being 1 possession away or something. And those are different outcomes in games. So boys are wearing their emotions. Boys are frustrated because we're not getting over the hump. But also guys are showing their emotions for how hard they're working. And they're not achieving. I think we had one of our athletes, younger athlete, go, do we got a chance this week? And I said, you bet your butt we do. We always got a chance every week. And he goes, well, we're working so hard and we haven't. I said, but look at all the mistakes we make. I said, for all that hard work, if we fix those mistakes, what is the outcome? And he goes, oh, we kill them. And I go, well, and that's kind of the mental and engagement that we're getting from our young guys is they're starting to get the aha. Our older guys are starting to get consistent, and the new guys or the juniors that maybe hadn't played key roles the year before are starting to fit and gel. So I like where we're at. I like where we're coming from. And again, Ynez presents a great opportunity, just like every week does for us.
Well, I knew you'd be very positive about all this. How do you turn this into a motivator moving forward?
Well, I think the boys, I think Ynez for us in general, we'll talk this game because we don't want to look too far ahead, is, Ynez is a rival. It's one of the schools that stayed from the Los Padres with us and went to the Channel League. We're all Santa Barbara County schools, so, but I think there was always kind of a nice rivalry there between us and Ynez and us and Lompoc. And so you take the city aspect away and you say, hey, we're a stone's throw away from Ynez, and we compete with them in the summer. and our kids are excited about getting a chance to put on pads and hit each other, because it's one of those games where it'll be a physical game, and Josh does a great job of getting his boys ready and teaching them the right way to do things. And so for us, there's no real external motivator for us. It's more, we go to work every week, we try to compete at a high level, and in terms of playing a rival, you get a little bit more excited just because you want to beat them that much more.
Well, your next challenge is San Ynez. They're 4-3 on the year and coming off a win over Santa Barbara last week. How do you think you match up against the Pirates?
I think I don't know what they've been, traditionally over the last couple of years, but I know Josh has had some successful seasons, and they've just missed the cut. This year it looks like they're kind of rebuilding at quarterback. They don't have that senior or that consistent guy to kind of guide them, but they've got a great running back. He reminds me a lot of Tito, undersized, can carry the ball, explosive, finishes runs. Offensive line it's their job's easier when you're able to run the ball, so they've been asked to run the ball a lot more. And then you have their wideout Jasper, and he seems to excel when he's in one-on-one situations or when he has a chance to stride it out and explode down the field. So offensively, we got some challenges there for them. Shut down the run game and kind of key on Jasper. And then defensively, they run that 3-3 defense. And so you don't really know where guys are coming from. You kind of see what they're doing in the passing game on how they align, but they're very aggressive up front. They give you different looks, and so our offensive line is going to have to really be engaged to who they're looking at, where they're coming from, and communicating very effectively.
What's the strategy going in? Do you plan to stick with the same game plan you've had up to this point?
Well, I think what we've done is we always look for how we can attack different teams. We look at what they don't do well or what other teams have done on them, and then we kind of go back to what our base has been and kind of build from that. We got Tito. Tito's been our we call him our workhorse. And last week he showed signs of breaking 40-plus yard runs with speed and elusiveness on top of pounding through tackles. So we're going to run the ball like always, and we're going to give ourselves an opportunity to throw the ball based on situations and kind of stay with what we do, but try to exploit some of the things that we think San Ynez doesn't do well.
Okay, well, let's check in with the injury report. Who's on the IR this week?
It feels like everybody's got a ding or two. I thought our bye week set up really great after we've played Boyne going into Dos Pueblos. But we've got a couple seniors. Jackson's got a shoulder. Surprise is Justin Pilato got cleared this week. Actually, end of last week, started conditioning and then got a second opinion on Saturday, and they gave him the thumbs up. So that's a big boost for us. Having one of our senior starting safeties kind of back in the rotation. So we're excited for that. But no one's going to be out. Everybody we should have a full roster. It's just guys, still got bumps and bruises and nicks and injuries, and those are things that we'll get through this week.
That's that time of year.
Oh, no question.
All right, Coach, as always, thanks for your time, and good luck against the Pirates.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Back live now from Houck Stadium. I'm joined by the ever statistical statmaster himself, Mike Loney. Mike, the Pirates need to win tonight to keep pace with the Braves, while the Conquistadors need to win just to get in the race. What does Cabrillo need to do to get that elusive first victory here tonight?
Well, they play very, very well. They have an opportunity to win tonight. Coach Pateras was quite happy that he thought he discovered some areas on the Pirate defense that could be exploited, and that Santa Barbara failed to do.
Well, they were about to get the opportunity as we were seconds away from the kickoff. And Cabrillo is going to start the game with an onside kick attempt, which will be fielded by the Pirates at the 47-yard line. But the Conqs rolling the dice here early.
Well, and they had a shot at that. It took a nice hop past the first guy, but the second guy, who was number 80, Misael Hernandez, managed to fall on it.
So an interesting strategy by the Conqs to try and come up with the first possession of the night. They're going to come up short on that one, however, and the San Ynez Pirates will have excellent field position to start things off at their own 47-yard line.
And no time expired, so.
Operating from the shotgun, under pressure, rolling left, dumps it off, and a flag comes out. This could be...
I think we may have a hold.
Hold or roughing, either one. Holding, okay.
In the pocket, he passes in.
Holding against the Pirates.
Holding is the indication against the Pirates.
Ben Riddell starting on quarterback for the Pirates tonight, and they're going to start things off with a 10-yard holding penalty. That came on with great pressure, interior pressure by the Conqs defense here to start things. Holding will move the ball all the way to the 28-yard line. Still first down and a country mile. They need to get all the way down to the Cabrillo 43. Two receivers up top, one here to the near side. To the ground game they go. Right up the middle.
That was Cash Transit, I believe.
Cash Transit, the ball carrier for the Pirates.
A name we heard quite a bit of a couple of weeks ago when they were here taking on the Braves.
Stopped by sophomore Trey Robinson.
Second down. Ball at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35. 22 yards to go on second down.
22 yards to go.
Had to take off my shoes to figure that one out.
Yeah.
One receiver wide to either side. Operating from the shotgun, throwing deep down the far sideline. One-on-one coverage there at the 30.
Oh, nice.
Knocked away and incomplete.
Pass intended for number 88.
And a flag is down at the 35. Right where they were fighting for the ball. So let's see who pushed off who. Or who pushed off whom. Or something like that. Pass interference, Cabrillo.
Yeah. Worst part is that's an automatic first down.
Side rep. There was a penalty on the play.
So they'll mark the ball from the 35 all the way out to the midfield stripe at the 50.
Pass interference was the indication against the Conquistadors. The penalty moves the ball to the 50-yard line.
And is it an automatic? No, I guess it's not.
Nope.
So it's second down and 7.
I'm thinking wrong level there.
So back and forth penalties puts the ball right at midfield, the 50-yard line. Second down and 7 for the Pirates. One man in motion. He'll get the carry, sweeping to the left. Breaks the tackle at the 45, still on his feet down the far sideline. And finally tackled as he gets close to the Cabrillo 30-yard line. Inside the 35 to about the 32, it looks like.
Tyler Williams finally got him down, but there was an excellent opportunity for a tackle. Would have left him about 3 yards short of the first down. And it's tough to bring him down.
As it is, first down Pirates at the Cabrillo 32. Which is two receivers. Wide right.
Fumbled.
Little mix-up in the backfield, but the Pirates will hang on to possession and get maybe a yard gain on the play.
Yeah, had to.
And flags coming everywhere from every direction after this play is over.
They had looked like number 7 Quincy Val. It's hard to tell numbers, but somebody was in the deep position in the backfield, and it was a direct snap, but it landed about a foot in front of his feet, and he had to pick it up. And
the line judge threw one, the back judge threw one. This is going to be a personal foul against the Conqs, moving the ball all the way down to the 16-yard line. That's a first down for sure.
16-yard line, first and 10,
So Cabrillo helping the Pirates here early with a couple of big penalties.
Yeah.
And sending Ynez in business, first and 10 at the Cabrillo 16.
And while the Conqs don't have to play perfect tonight, it would certainly help if they were close. And not so far.
Riddell fakes the handoff, keeps it himself up the middle, and fights his way down to about the 10. About 6 on the carry for Riddell. It will be second and 4 from the 10-yard line. Not even 2 minutes into the game. No score, but the Pirates knocking on the door all of a sudden. Remember, just a few minutes ago, they were down around their own 30.
Yeah.
Now they're in the red zone. From the shotgun.
Pressure again.
This one is almost picked off at the goal line. Incomplete.
Broken up on the play by number 3.
Tyler Williams was right there, got it knocked out of his hands.
Yep, and that was an excellent job by the intended receiver to come back on the ball. But that was a pick until it wasn't. It was very, very close.
Williams had it, and then he didn't. So 3rd down and 4 from the 10. One receiver goes wide left.
And they're trying to roll left. Oh, what a nice block.
Finds a block, finds a seam, touchdown, Pirates.
Yeah, and that was the end around to Jasper Cadwick. Jasper? Yeah, okay. It's another one of those multiple Cadwicks. Trying to make sure. But
happens every year.
He got a real nice block out there on the left side and freed him up for the touchdown.
9:43 on the clock, 6-0 the score. Pirates looking for the PAT. Looks real good from here. And it is. 9:43 left here in the first quarter. The Pirates up early. It's Ynez 7, Cabrillo nothing. You are listening to the Game of the Week right here on your home for local sports, 100.9 KPEG.
And on KTNK, 1410 AM on the Braves Radio Network.
Don't forget, you can also catch us on the web, live and streaming around the world at kpegradio.com. For all your friends and family who are outside of our listening area.
And if they can't get to it right now, they can always listen to the archived version on YouTube, the City of Lompoc channel.
That is absolutely right. We are everywhere. And happy to be so. Don't forget, this is game 1 of our weekend doubleheader, a little double dip of high school football. Cabrillo and St. Ynez tonight will be covering Lompoc Braves and the Santa Barbara Dons same time tomorrow night down at La Playa Stadium. Hope you can join us for that one as well. So just that quickly, we will turn around and go the other way. The St. Ynez Pirates lining to kick off.
And you don't see that very often. The quarterback is on the kickoff team.
It is somewhat unusual. But in high school, why not? And the Pirates will try an onside kick.
They can kick it right out of bounds.
Rolled right out around the 43 on the Cabrillo side of the 50. That'll draw a flag. So all sorts of early trickeration. This is, what, trick or treat a couple of weeks early?
Yeah. Nothing quite like a St. Ynez Halloween game.
Yeah.
When they're in their black and pumpkin uniforms.
Kickoff goes out of bounds.
Yes, Halloween games at St. Ynez High School are a lot of fun.
We'll move the ball to the
Unfortunately, we start so early these days that we don't even get to play on Halloween.
Yeah, and they'll put the ball right at the 50.
So the Conquistadors will have wonderful field position to start their first possession of the evening. Right at the 50-yard line, 1st and 10 Conqs with 9:43 left here in the first. Pirates leading 7-0.
Both drives starting within 3 yards of the 50. Don't see that too often.
3 receivers up top, operating from the shotgun. Quick pass complete on first down to about the 46.
I believe that was number 82.
Michael Guillory taking the snaps for the Conquistadors. Eddie Little on the catch. It was senior night here at Hawk Stadium for Cabrillo tonight. Eddie Little, one of the many seniors on this squad that was honored.
Pick up just shy of 5. It's like 4 7/8 there.
We'll call it 2nd and 5 just because we're homies.
Just because.
Just because we can.
And Guillory takes it himself.
He looked one way, his back went the other way, so Guillory says, okay, I'll just run it. And gets about 4.
I think that was an option situation for him. He took a quick look downfield, and everybody was covered, and so he quickly went to the option, which was run left, and picked up 4.
It'll be a 3rd and 1 from the 41. Cabrillo will send 2 receivers up top, 1 here to the near side.
Cody Forbes and Mason Towns up to the top. Visa
Ynez will get across the 40 down to the 39-yard line, and that should be more than enough to move the chains for Cabrillo's first down of the night.
Picked up 2.
All right, so that's a good way to move the chains. First down, Cabrillo at the Pirate 39. 8 minutes left here in the first quarter. St. Ynez up 7-0 early.
Same formation for Cabrillo. Wing back on the right side, plus 2 wide, and then 1 wide on the near side.
Misa, the lone back. Hillary fakes the handoff, throws deep down the near sideline. This one will be knocked away at the 15, but a flag will come out.
Yeah, that was Jason Green, and Cadillac was covering, and he was bumping and thumping Will before the ball got there.
Flag there at the 19. This would look pretty obvious to me, but yes, pass interference, defense. That'll give Cabrillo 10 freebies.
Pass interference is the indication against the Pirates.
Actually, make it 15. Move the ball just inside the 25-yard line. That'll be a first down for the Conqs.
And I have a feeling those two are going to be seeing an awful lot of each other tonight.
Jordan Green, one of the stars of this Cabrillo squad. 2 receivers up top. Green here to the near side.
He's in the backfield, and
Hillary will keep it himself. He'll get wrestled down from behind.
Maybe a yard.
Maybe.
Little 4-on-4 action there as Alex Lammer is on the stop. Mr. Guillory, who both wearing 4s on their jersey.
And maybe not on the 1 yard. They'll put it at the 25. No gain. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, I think they moved it about, inch and a half.
Dare I say, a skosh?
Well, maybe a skosh and a half. A smidge.
2nd and 10. Hillary from the shotgun.
Drops.
Under pressure, rolling left. Throws on the run and just dumps this one out of bounds, incomplete. Flag down, however, at the 20.
Yeah. There was a lot of pressure, but he was outside the pocket and threw it past the line of scrimmage. So
I think that was Juan Sanchez that got it in the backfield and was giving pressure. And 2 flags down, 1 at the 20, 1 at the 30. Let's see, we'll get this all sorted out and let you know when we know. Ineligible downfield by the Conquistadors.
Personal foul.
Roughing the passer.
2 penalties on the play. Ineligible receiver downfield. We also have intentional grounding.
Oh, intentional grounding, excuse me. Okay.
The ineligible receiver downfield is fine. Penalty for illegal grounding.
They will accept the grounding penalty, which is a loss of down as well. So move the ball back to the 35.
35-yard line.
Sort all that out. It'll be a 3rd down and 5, 10, 15, 20.
And 6:53 remaining in the first quarter.
3rd down in a bunch now.
20-something, I think.
Yeah, 20. Right on it.
21, I think.
3 receivers. Wide right. Green to the left. And this one is tipped up and intercepted at the 40.
Flag down, however. I think there's going to be roughing the quarterback.
Return is down at the 43, right where the flag is. But this is going to be denied.
Yeah. And I think there's one thing that both coaches will agree on is that we have seen way too many hankies early on in this game.
You're playing musical penalties right now, moving back and forth. The ball all the way down to the 20 now.
Just kind of doing the hokey pokey here.
That is an automatic first down for the Conquistadors. Big break for the Conqs. So 3rd and 20 turns into a 1st and 10.
6:47.
On what was an interception.
Yeah.
So Two receivers to the near side. Cody Forbes wide right. Guillory. Handoff.
Back inside the Misa.
He'll get met after a gain of about 1 is all at the 19.
Yeah, that might be 1 inch.
Special hit made by number 11.
Not much there in the middle of that Pirate defense.
You know, there was not a lot of movement on the line, but we'll give him maybe half a yard.
Second and 9.
Yeah, we'll give him half a yard, but call it 2nd and 9 just because I don't want to call it 2nd 9.5.
Yeah. Call that a gain of 0 plus. We had something a little different coming out here. Misa joins the guys out to the right.
5 receiver set, empty backfield for the Conqs. Guillory by himself in the shotgun. Keeper, and he'll get grabbed by the ankles and brought down very quickly.
And he lost whatever it was that Misa had gained, plus a smidgen.
There's 4-on-4 again. Alex Lammer has managed to get Guillory by the ankles and bring him down for a loss of 1. Back to the original line of scrimmage, the 20, and it's 3rd and 10. That didn't work as planned.
No. That was spread them out and try and pop one, only it did not get popped.
It did not pop at all.
So now we're back to Misa is the deep back, and 2 right, 1 left.
And whistles. Flat, no. Delay a game against the Conqs. It is a flag fest here tonight. With 5 minutes left in the first quarter, you've had more flags than snaps, I'm beginning to think. 7-0 is our score. The Pirates lead after scoring on their first possession of the evening. This is still Cabrillo's first time with the ball. Guillory from the shotgun dumps this one off. Little inside screen is going to get stuffed in a hurry.
Pass with number 24, Tito Misa, hit immediately by number 35, Juan Sanchez.
Juan Sanchez in the backfield again for the Pirates to blow that play up.
Loss out to the 30, so a loss of around 10.
It's going to be 4th down and about 20 now.
Excuse me, around 5. He lost 5 before that on the penalty.
And the Conquistadors will go for it on 4th and long.
4th and about 20.
Guillory from the shotgun, looking to pass all the way. And the receiver didn't turn around. They were not on the same page. That one will sail incomplete.
And if you had caught it where it was thrown, he would have been about 12 yards short. So
that was Cody Forbes out there on the far side. No, it wasn't. That was Mason Towns. Either way, incomplete pass will turn the ball over on downs, and the Pirates will get it 1st and 10 at their own 30 with 4 minutes, 12 seconds left here in the first quarter. Sending Ynez up 7-0.
Tried to get it to Towns and turned it over on downs. And he's trying to get outside.
Finds a corner and sprints down the far sideline and step out of bounds somewhere around the 42, 43 on the far sideline. Yeah, officially they'll put it at the 41. Either way, 1st down. 1st down Pirates at their own 41 with 4 minutes left here in the first quarter. Got a 7-0 score. Pirates on top.
20-yard pickup on that last, or 11-yard pickup on that last. One of these days I'll learn how to add.
Two receivers here to the near side. Fakes the handoff.
Good.
Keeper up the middle for maybe a yard.
He got hit almost instantly by a bunch of Conqs, including Patrick Durham.
Anthony Gills, the quarterback there for the Pirates this time, picks up 1. It'll be 2nd and 9.
1-yard pickup on a play, 2nd down, 2nd and 9.
Ball at the 42. Clock running. 3:20 left here in the first.
Mm-hmm.
Nice contingent of Pirate fans across the way.
Mm-hmm.
One man in motion.
Oh.
Nice run up the middle. There's a gap. Across midfield and into Cabrillo territory down to the 49-yard line. Transit on the carry. And that will be enough to move the chains for the Pirates. First and 10, San Ynez at the Cabrillo 49.
Into Conquistador territory, first and 10, San Ynez. 9-yard gain on the play.
Pirates to send one receiver wide to either side. Gills throwing, plenty of time. Got a man open at the 20, complete to the 10, foot race to the 5. Touchdown, San Ynez.
And that was Cadwick.
Touchdown, Pirates.
And a nice throw by Anthony Gills. Put that right on the money. Receiver had about one step on the defender, just enough to get that ball in there, and then at 20 yards later, he's in the end zone for 6. So it's 13-0. Point after coming up.
2:41 on the clock.
Kick is up and good. So as Mike said, 2:41 remaining in the first quarter clock. Our score is now San Ynez 14, Cabrillo nothing. You're listening to the Game of the Week right here on your home for local sports, 100.9 KPEG.
On the Braves Radio Network.
Game 1 of this week's special KPEG doubleheader. Don't forget, we will be back on the air live from La Playa Stadium tomorrow night as the Lompoc Braves travel to Santa Barbara to take on the Santa Barbara Dogs. Pre-game scheduled at 6:45 with kickoff set at 7 o'clock. Hope you can join us for that one as well. That one will have some serious league standings and playoff implications for sure. Mm-hmm. Always a pleasure to go down to La Playa. Mm-hmm. Last time we were there was a nice cruise ship in the harbor.
Mm-hmm. And it also had that nice three-masted schooner.
Oh, yes. Never know what you're going to see down there other than sunsets and palm trees. That's a given. Kickoff in the air. Fielded at the 4. Looking for some blocks and gets out to the 20 and will be wrestled down there. Forbes on the return. About 15 yards he got on the return.
Number 11, Mateo Baca, and number 24, the Pirates.
I'll put the ball at the 19, looks like. Maybe the 20.
Yeah, I think they're going to say the 20. Yep, right on the 20.
Right on the line. First and 10. Conquistadors at the 20 with 2:34 remaining here in the first quarter of action. San Ynez leading 14-0. Cabrillo with their second possession of the evening. First one resulted in a turnover on downs after a multitude of back and forth penalties. 3 wides.
A slew even.
Yeah, that too. Pitch right. Tyler Williams trying to get to the corner and will not.
Yeah. He tried to get to the corner, didn't make it halfway down the block before he got jumped.
Loss of about 3, maybe 4. Yep, 4 back to the 16. Second and 14, ball down to the 16-yard line. Looks like he went out of bounds on the far sideline, stopping the clock with 2:26 left here in the first.
2 wide to each side this time. Ynez in the deep.
One man in motion now. Hillary back to throw. Under pressure. He'll go down at a sack inside the 10.
Yeah, they tried to send the motion in down the seam, and real good job of the defense picking him up.
Once again, number 35, Juan Sanchez in the backfield for the Pirates to make that sack.
They're down at 21 yards to go for a first down.
And in the definition of retrograde motion, Conquistador is going the wrong way. It's now 3rd down and 20.
From the 10.
3 receivers. They'll spread it and run up the middle. Ynez gets the carry. Gets close to the 15. They put it about the 14-yard line, well short of the first. They need to get all the way out to the 30.
35-1 Sanchez made the stop.
That'll bring up 4th down and about 16 for the Conqs, and we are scheduled to see our first punt of the evening.
And guess who was in on the stop, Greg?
I wouldn't doubt that it was some guy with 35 on his chest.
Number 7, Jordan Green. Back for the Pirates, number 5.
Jordan Green to punt.
Eddie Sanchez back deep to receive, standing around midfield. And the kick will angle to the far side and bounce out of bounds around the Cabrillo 45. So it looks like the Pirates will start in Cabrillo territory. Just inside the 45, at the 44. First down, Pirates from there with 1 minute and 1 second remaining. That would be 101.
Yep. Which we're just this side of it, right?
Could be just this side of the 101. First down, Pirates, 4 receivers, 2 to either side. Back to pass, quick throw to the far side, complete, but swarmed at the 40.
Yep.
14, Ben Riddell.
Riddell complete out to the 39.
Christian Shaw, 5-yard gain on the play.
I'm going to say that was Christian Shaw on the catch. That'll be second down and about 5, just inside the 40. 30 seconds remaining, clock running. 1 receiver up top, 1 man in motion.
Transith cuts back to the left.
Still on his feet, gets to the far sideline, hitting at about the 25, and down close to the 20-yard line goes Cash Transit.
Tackling number 32, Alex Bourne of the Conquistadors.
See where they end up putting this one, but they're going to move the chains. It'll be at the 24-yard line. First down, Pirates.
Alex Bourne was finally able to get him down. I don't know that we'll get a playoff here. There's 15 seconds and counting.
Yeah, they're
hurrying
lined
up now.
2 receivers to either side, 1 in the slot here to the near side. Back to pass.
Ball at the 24.
And throws incomplete at the 15-yard line. Receiver couldn't quite get turned around in time to zoom in on that one. Stops the clock with 6.8 seconds left here in the first quarter. And brings up 2nd and 10. After a bunch of penalties slowed this thing down here a little bit, it's now starting to move along a little bit.
Yeah, and I think they rushed that play a little bit.
Trying to beat the clock for whatever reason.
Yep.
Back
Good
to pass.
pressure.
Rolling to his left. Finds a seam down the far sideline. Will finally get knocked out inside the 15.
There was a massive block outside that just pinned 3 defenders.
It was spotted at about the 13-yard line, it looks like. Put it at the 12. And that will bring the first quarter to an end. 12 minutes in the books here at Houck Stadium, and our score is Ynez 14, Cabrillo nothing. You were listening to the KPEG Game of the Week right here on your home for local sports, 104.9 KPEG.
On the Braves Radio Network.
That's Mike. I'm Greg. Judy's back in the studio tonight doing her thing.
Hey, Judy.
Thank you so much for being with us. We appreciate you tuning in tonight. Don't forget, we will be back on the air again the same time tomorrow night as the Lompoc Braves take the Santa Barbara Dons in what will be a definitive game as far as the league championship is concerned. Had a nice chance to talk with Andrew Jones yesterday as well, and you can tune in at 6:45 pregame coverage to listen to what he had to say.
Potential to at least clinch a tie for the league championship.
And secure a playoff spot for sure.
Yeah.
We'll turn around and go the other way here at Houck Stadium tonight. It's 1st and 10 for the Pirates. They'll throw on first down. Complete just outside the goal line and in touchdown.
Cadillac, and that was He was really covered pretty well, but that one was back shoulder coming across the middle on
Jasper Cadlick
a slant, and that was
showing some real nice hands on that catch. He stretched the ball over the goal line, and it's 6 more for the Pirates.
You can't really defend that. That was
20-0, point after coming up. Kick is away. Really nice form on the kick.
The extra point by number 7, Quincy Valle, out of the hole to number 6, Jacob Davies, is good.
Kick is up and good. So with 11:54, only 6 seconds into the second quarter, our score is now Ynez 21, Cabrillo nothing. You are listening to Game 1 of our doubleheader of the Game of the Week right here on your home for local sports, 100.9 KPEG.
On the Cabrillo Radio Network.
Take a minute and tell you about what happened in the JV game prior to this one this afternoon. Good contest, was tied up at 28 with about 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Cabrillo came up with a touchdown pass with just over 3 minutes left to take the lead at 35-28. Ynez got the ball back and got a 24-yard touchdown run to make it 35-34 with a minute 17 to go. Went for 2. It was good, but the play was called back on a holding penalty, which backed the ball back up to about the 15. They went for it again and made it on a tipped pass. Conversion was good, made it 36-35, and although Cabrillo got the ball back one last time, they were picked off around midfield with 50 seconds to go, and that pretty much ended it. So a heartbreak for the Cabrillo JV, losing 36-35 here this afternoon. Back to varsity. Cabrillo on the return. Out to about the 25, but there was a flag down at the 20. Holding against the Conquistadors. It's going to back them up. From the return out was up to the 27, it looks like. And let's mark this back from the penalty was at the 20, so half the distance to the goal will take them all the way back to the 10.
Moves the ball half the distance to the 10-yard line. First and 10 Conquistadors.
So that's where the Conqs will take over. First and 10 at their own at 10. Just underway here in the second quarter. Pirates up 21-0. Cabrillo needs to get something going here. From the shotgun, running play up the middle. That's Ynez. Got back to the line of scrimmage, but I don't think much more than that.
Maybe a football length. Or the width of an official's foot, I guess.
That loss by the JV this afternoon takes them to 3-5 on the year. They have wins over Napomo, Rio Mesa, and this last week over San Marcos, they knocked off the Royals 40-19, so good showing there, but came up to just a bit short here this afternoon. Ooh. Visa gets blasted in the backfield.
Yep.
Did not get back to the line of scrimmage. He's going to lose 1, maybe 2.
And right now, the offensive line of the Conquistadors is being manhandled by the San Ynez defense.
That's not the only way you can say it.
Misa got the ball, and I don't think his foot had hit the ground before he took a shoulder pad on each side, and they just didn't yet.
3rd down and 12 now from the 8. Misa again gets the 2-yard loss back. It's back to the 10.
Number 11, Mateo Baca. And number 20.
Might give him a little bit past the 10, but anyway, it's 4th down. 4th down and 10, we'll call it. And the Conqs will have to punt from their own end zone.
That'll be Green.
One deep man back just short of the 50-yard line for the Pirates.
Eddie Sanchez
back.
Good snap. Nice low line drive kick.
It's going to get a good Oh, beautiful.
Excellent, nice roll.
Sanchez picks it up at the 41 and goes down at the 40.
Unfielded by number 5, and immediately by number 3.
-1 on the return.
Williams. Also in the stop, number 8.
By Eddie Sanchez, and the Pirates will take over first and 10 at their own 40. Flag down way back on the Cabrillo side of the field. See what this is about. Currently the ball at the 40-yard line.
Green did a real good job of kicking away from the defender and got about 17 yards on the roll.
Excellent roll.
Down to the 41, and Eddie probably would have been better off letting it roll out of bounds, but he tried to pick it up and didn't get it cleanly and then got nailed.
10 yards to the 31-yard line.
Looks like an illegal block in the back against the Pirates has been called. That'll move the ball back to the 31. And it'll be first and 10, San Ynez from there.
And Gills in at quarterback.
Fakes the handoff, trying to sweep right, and will get wrapped up after a very short gain. The ball is loose. Cabrillo thinks they have it, but and they do. The officials agree with them. All right. Maybe that's the break the Conquistadors were looking for. First turnover of the night. And Cabrillo will take over first and 10 in excellent field position.
And what's the time?
At the 31-yard line of the Pirates. Now let's see if they can cash in on it. 9:29 left here until halftime. San Ynez up 21-0. Cabrillo would dearly love to get off that goose egg right here. 5 receivers and an empty backfield. Motion on the line, flags flying. Offside. Pirates.
Indication against the Pirates. Penalty moved the ball from the 31-yard line.
3-5 yards for the Conquistadors.
Still first down.
Move the ball to the 26. First and 5 now from there. That'll help a little bit.
Yeah. Take all the help they can get.
Jackson Anderson in at quarterback for the Conqs, number 6. He's in the shotgun. 3 receivers right, 1 left. The give is up the middle.
Jackson Anderson in at quarterback hands the ball off to.
I think that was Misa, and there's a late flag.
Misa gets down to the 20 and loses his helmet. And a flag comes in about that time.
Pirates. Josue Navarro.
And we'll sort this one out. Misa will have to come out for a play.
Unless his losing his helmet was the result of a penalty.
Here's the call. Personal foul. Face mask.
Defense.
Against the Pirates. So San Ynez not helping themselves on this Cabrillo possession, that's for sure. It should take this ball down to around the 10 at half the distance. Indeed, put it at the 10-yard line. Is that first and goal or first and 10? First and 10 by about an inch. Anderson from the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right. Givens in the backfield, hit immediately is Misa.
That may have.
Number 70, Josue Navarro.
And he probably broke 4 tackles to get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain.
Play brings up second down and 10.
Second and 10. First down marker just outside the goal line. So it's possible, although difficult, to get a first down without scoring. Anderson takes the shotgun snap. Plenty of room on the left side. Anderson will take it himself, trying to get to the corner, and will get wrestled down for another yard loss.
Yeah, I think they're going to give him the line of scrimmage.
On the stop, number 24, Vinny Vaca of the Pirates.
Yep, he got back to the line of scrimmage, it looks like.
Initially tried to dip inside. If he had gone outside immediately he might have had a shot, but Baca was there in a hurry.
So it'll be 3rd down and 10. 8 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Cabrillo knocking on the door. They've got to catch this one in. 5 receivers. Anderson from the shotgun. Empty backfield. Looking to pass. Throwing right. Complete on a little curl, but tackled at the 7.
Yeah. That was Towns on the reception.
20, Mason Towns.
So gain of 3, which will make it 4th or 2. 4th and 7, we'll call it.
And
looks like they're going to try a field goal just to get something on the board here.
Field goal is number 99, Mateo Cravioto out of the hole number 20.
Mateo Cravioto will attempt the kick, number 99. And this one will be blocked. Scooped up on the far side. Got a wall of blockers on the far sideline. Sprinting down the far sideline at the 50. Picking up some blocks along the way to the 40. And will get knocked out of bounds at around the 25-yard line of Cabrillo. So that's about the worst case scenario. Not only do you not get the 3 points on the field goal, but you get a big return off the block.
There's a penalty down, I believe.
Yes, there is a flag down. Let's see what this is about.
Down to, the return was down to about the 21, I think. They're kind of milling around down there. And it's against Cabrillo.
So that's going to add yardage to a terrific return as it was. Have a zebra huddle at the 15. Our first of the night. And they'll spot the ball at the
couple flags down, I think.
All the way inside the 10, down to the Cabrillo 7-yard line.
Move the ball inside the 10-yard line to the 7.
First and goal for the Pirates from there.
And if you're wondering who's winning this game so far, it's the guys in the striped shirts.
And another flag coming here over at the Cabrillo sideline.
Mm-hmm.
This one is...
I have a feeling that's...
There's some hot discussion going on down here on the Cabrillo sideline. I think the coaches are a little upset about something, and one of them just got flagged.
Or a lot upset about something.
Haven't got the official call yet, but might call that a technical foul, Mike.
Yeah, I think that's the dreaded TMM. Too much mouth.
Dead ball, personal foul.
No, it was sportsmanlike conduct.
Sportsmanlike, sorry. Half the distance from the 7. Now they're about the 3-ish. So a bad situation just got worse for the Conqs. It's now 1st and goal from the 3. Quarterback keeper cuts it back inside. Will come up short of the goal line by about a yard.
Made by number 34, Dana Pacheco, and number 54,
Pacheco on the stop for the Conqs.
Along with Durham.
2nd and goal for the Pirates. Didn't get as far as I thought. About the 2.
And we're coming up on 6 minutes here in the second quarter. Transit.
Forenza trying to fight off right tackle, following some blockers, and gets pushed back short of the goal line by about a yard.
54, Patrick Durham, and number 29, and on the stop also Trey Robeson.
Durham in on the stop again for the Conqs. It'll be 3rd and goal for the Pirates.
Along with Robeson.
Ball at about the 2.
Gain is good to the 2-yard line, making a 3rd and goal.
We are now inside 6 minutes, halfway through the second quarter. Pirates trying to add to a 21-0 lead, and what has been a very unfortunate sequence for the Conquistadors.
Mm-hmm. Could kind of make up for it with a goal line stand here. And
timeout called by the Pirates. 5:37 left here in the second quarter. Pirates will take timeout. 2 remaining for San Ynez. 21-0 our score. Cabrillo trailing, and the Pirates trying to add to that.
The Pirates trying to milk the clock just a little bit there, and their milking machine went awry.
You wonder, even at this stage of the game and with this score, if this is 4-down territory for the Pirates, or they try this on 4th down if they come up short.
I think they might give it a shot. We'll see what they run here. And
yeah, this play call will tell us maybe.
If they run, then they'll probably go for it on 4th.
Although if their point afters are an indication, they seem to have a pretty good kicking game.
Yeah, I think they may try and go to Mr. 88 Jasper Cadwick here on 4th and short.
Well, he's been in on just about every other score, so. 3rd and goal. Here's the snap from the shotgun.
They're going to pitch it wide.
Pitch it rolling to the left. End zone, untouched. Is Cash Transit. Touchdown, Pirates. 1 man in motion for the lead block, and Transit followed him into the end zone. No problem. And it's 27-0 with the point after coming up.
And 5:33 remaining on the first half clock.
Well, that was kind of a disaster all the way.
Yeah.
Field goal attempt on the other end was blocked and returned about 80 yards or so.
Close to the field anyway.
Yeah. A couple of bad penalties after that. Moves it down inside the 5. And the Pirates cash it in. Literally. Cash Transit. That's the idea now.
Yeah.
Point after is good, so it's 5:33 left here in the second quarter. Our score is now San Ynez 28, Cabrillo 0. You are listening to the Game of the Week right here on your home for local sports, 100.9 KPEG.
And the Cabrillo Radio Network. Well, we have some scores from around the area. Laguna Blanca is trailing in the second, 54-6. Orcutt Academy is down that's in the fourth quarter. In the second, Orcutt Academy is down 27-7. Rigetti in the second leads Arroyo Grande 27-17. Napomo is up 13-0 at halftime on San Luis Obispo. Templeton is leading Santa Maria 28-14 in the second. Pioneer Valley is thumping Morro Bay 28-0 in the second.
Kickoff is in the air, fielded at the 5-yard line. Flag is down at the 10. Return going out to the near side on the half mark and out across the 30 to about the 32.
Mm-hmm.
But this one will come back.
Flag down right around the 10. And it's against Cabrillo.
Number 22 made the stop.
Return was out to the 32. We'll see what the penalty is about. It is against the Conquistadors. The only question is what and for how much. Flag came out right as the ball was being caught.
Illegal forward pass is what they're saying. It was taken at about the 5 and quickly shuffled off, but evidently it went forward instead of laterally or behind, and so they're back at their own 5-yard line.
First and 10 from the 5.
5:24 remaining in the first half.
24, Tito Misa, the ball
Misa
carrier.
will get the handoff. He'll go straight up the gut for a couple.
This will hit Neyland number 42, Dean Tipple.
And Cabrillo needs to get something out of this possession. If nothing else, they need to keep the Pirate offense off the field. And they're getting more bad news as number 21, Eddie Whittle, comes over, and he's a little bit banged up. It looks like
2nd and 8 for the Conqs. From the shotgun, 2 receivers to either side. Quarterback keeper, Anderson. He got maybe a yard.
Yeah, that was a draw, and it drew defenders in a hurry.
It did. 3rd and 7 from the 8.
When you're picking on a play, ball spot at the 8-yard line brings up 3rd
Just a
down.
couple of first downs would be really helpful here for the Conquistadors.
Just something to flip the field and change the momentum a little bit.
Keep the Pirates offense on the sideline. 2 receivers here to the near side, 1 up top. Anderson from the shotgun. Misa the lone back. Misa will get the carry. Finds a little seam.
Oh,
Gets across the 15 out to about the 17.
dragging tacklers, and
Tackle made by number 16, Nathan Crandall.
And just what the doctor ordered, a first down for the Conquistadors.
Conquistadors on a play, 1st and 10. Ball spot at the
From the 17, 3:50 left here until halftime. 28-0 is our score. Pirates lead. Gives them a little more room to work. They got 2 receivers up top. Green here to the near side. Anderson again from the shotgun.
Misa,
The give to Misa, getting all the work here in this possession.
and he got
24, Tito Misa, the ball carrier.
thumped.
All the work and very little reward on that one.
Number 35 of the
Yeah, that
Pirates,
was that
Sanchez.
fellow again, Sanchez.
The Pirates are glad they brought him along.
We got pick on the play, 2nd down. 2nd and 8.
And
19.
they're crediting him with 2 yards. Maybe a bit generous, but he certainly earned
He paid for them.
every micron he got. And
24, Tito Misa.
Misa trying to get outside and can't get there.
Crandall, the Pirates.
Crandall stopped him this time. Loss
Oh,
of
whatever he made on the first carry, he just lost on the second carry. It's now 3rd and 10, not the 17. 2:40 left until halftime. Clock running.
Yeah, they have managed to burn some clock here, but
Another first down here would be really helpful.
indeed.
3 receivers up top. Jordan by himself here on the short side of the field. Anderson looking, throwing right. Into a crowd over there around the 35-yard line. Called incomplete.
2 receivers, 3 defenders, and nobody really had a shot at it.
So that'll bring up 4th down and 10 for the Conqs, and yet another punting situation. We'll bring out Jordan Green. Punting from inside is 5. Sanchez back deep for the Pirates and around midfield.
That would be Eddie this time.
Number 7, Jordan Green.
Low snap. Green manages to hook it off the grass and gets a nice punt away. One bounce and fielded at the 45 by Sanchez. Got some room, but nicely tackled there at the 46-yard line.
That was number 50, Martin Layer, who came flying in there. That was
Sanchez had some room here on the near sideline. Thought that was going to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, he picked it up at the Ynez 45, and he was off to the races. And if he'd gotten past that, he probably would have picked up another 40 at least. And excellent tackle.
We do have a flag down. Surprise, surprise. Looks like they're going to tuck this one away, however. That's what we like to see. Flags in pocket.
Pirates take over the ball.
Whistles in pocket. 1st and 10 Pirates from the 45. 1 man in motion.
Riddell in at quarterback.
Little reverse. Pendergast gets inside the 45 to the 43. That one didn't work nearly as well as I'd hoped.
2-3.
Cameron Prendergast.
Prendergast, of course, the Cameron variety.
In case folks out there are wondering about Riddell for St. Ynez, yes, he is the grandson of Bill Riddell of Ventura County coaching fame.
And he throws complete at the 35. Breaking a tackle at the 25, gets to the sideline to the 10, to the 5, and he will go in. Touchdown, Pirates.
Jasper Cadwell, and he broke about 3 tackles.
Has he done every touchdown tonight?
No, there was the one by Transit on the short run.
Other than that one, they're glad they brought Jasper Cadlick along as well, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It is now
for the Pirates. Number 7, Quincy Valle.
34 to nothing with yet another PAT coming up.
That's his 11th of the season.
Kick is away and looks just as good as the rest of them. 1:33 left till halftime, and the Pirates have extended their lead. It's now St. Ynez 35, Cabrillo nothing.
I mentioned the 11th of the season and 4th of this game. So
some pretty good stats. You are listening to the Game of the Week right here on your home for local sports, 100.9 KPEG.
Competition show for the halftime performance.
Looking at some of the other games going on around the Channel League, Dos Pueblos is at San Marcos tonight. Dos Pueblos goes in at 4-3, San Marcos at 2-5. And of course, tomorrow night, Lompoc travels down to take on the Dons. League standing is going into tonight. Lompoc on top at 2-0. The log jam of Santa Barbara, St. Ynez, Dos Pueblos, and San Marcos all bunched up at 1-1. That will change tonight.
Yep. And we know the game's underway, but we don't have any early scores from that DP St. Marcos game yet.
We will find out and let you know, because that's an important one.
Yep.
And the really important one tomorrow night when the Braves go down to Santa Barbara. Kick is in the air, and guess what? Whistles and flags will stop this kickoff before it gets started. I am stunned. I just don't know what to say. Undoubtedly offsides against the Pirates. I don't generally speculate, but where that flag was thrown, there couldn't be much else.
Yeah, you don't see too many kickoffs blown dead on the kick.
Every now and then I get lucky. Back it up to the 35, and we'll try this one more time. And the Conquistadors will have a minute and a half or so to see what they can do. Try and get some points on the board before halftime.
Like to get a nice return here.
Nice end of her own end kick, fielded at the 10.
Well, stepped in front of Mason Towns there and took it away.
Tyler Williams brings this one out to about the 30.
Number 6 of the Pirates, Jacob Davies.
So Cabrillo with a lot of grass in front of them. They'll put it at the 29.
Kickoff return is after the 29-yard line.
1st and 10 from there with 1:27 left until half. Cabrillo. They're desperate for some points here.
Their 6th possession, and they really need to get this at least over midfield.
2 receivers to either side. Looks like Anderson back taking the snap.
Misa up the middle.
Ball is loose, but down. Nope.
Second
down first. Run out to the 33.
Number 80 made the stop for the Pirates. Misael Hernandez.
Going to give him 4 out to the 34. 2nd down and 6. Clock running. 1 minute remaining till halftime. Cabrillo in no hurry.
2nd and 6 off the 34-yard line.
Good to see Eddie Whittle back in the game. He's 1 of 2 to the far side.
It's in the slot over there on the left. Anderson, one step back, keeps it himself, now trying to get to the far side.
And that was supposed to be a draw up the middle, and there was absolutely nothing there.
So he ran it out left, and there was less on that side. Run out of bounds at about the 34 for no gain. Chased out by 4 white shirts. Actually, a loss back to the 33. It'll be a third down. 3rd and 7. Need to get just shy of the 40-yard line for a first. Clock stop with 37 seconds remaining in the half.
Yeah, about the only thing available over there on the left side was a sideline that he could stop the clock with. 37.2.
3 receivers to the right. Miza takes it off the left tackle. Breaks a tackle at the 40.
Breaks another.
Still on his feet, across the 45, and gang tackled finally at about the 48. And that was all extra effort by Tito Miza that got that done. Coach Pateras takes such pride in talking about Tito and his effort.
And he's not a big kid.
No, what's he listed at? 5'7", 165.
Yeah, and that might be a little optimistic.
That could be generous. First down for the Conqs out to the 48, and they'll take a timeout.
That's their first.
27.2. Okay. 27.2 seconds remaining.
And they certainly have an opportunity here if they can make some plays.
Just an extra effort run by Tito Miza to get that first down, keep this position going for the Conqs. I would love to cash in on this thing before halftime, get a little momentum going into the locker room, but they'll have some things to talk about. That's for sure. Here we go. 1st and 10 Conqs, 3 receivers right, 1 up top. Anderson still in a quarterback. Fakes the handoff. Anderson looking to throw across the middle. Complete.
Eddie Little.
Eddie Little catches it at the 35-yard line, gets dropped immediately. And a flag is going to come out, and I think they're going to get taunting. I think they're going to get Eddie Little for taunting.
21.9.
Oh, boy. So a completed pass on the first down for Cabrillo, and then you just throw it away. Well, that wipes that out, moves the ball back to the 47-yard line on the Cabrillo side of midfield.
It is a first down, however.
That's a thin silver lining to that. Timeout with 21.9 seconds left. That's got to drive a coach nuts. Okay, because it was a dead ball foul, they're going to move the sticks back also. So it's 1st and 10 from the 47. And wow.
So they're about a yard behind where they were after a successful play that merited a first down. And
cost them some time on the clock as well.
Yeah.
So nothing good came out of that at all.
Basically cost them a play and 15 yards.
Okay, well, shake that one off. We got 2 receivers on either side. Anderson in the shotgun. 21.9 seconds remaining in the half.
Shift to 5 wide.
Empty backfield. Anderson looking to throw. Has to pull it away. Now rolling to his right. Under pressure. Dumps this one off across the middle. Complete at the 40. Tackled instantly.
And they'll mark him at about the 42.
Mason Towns on the catch.
Towns came back for it.
So that's a first down at the Ynez 42. Cabrillo will stop the clock with 12.3 seconds remaining using their final timeout. So what do you draw up with 12 seconds and 42 yards to cover?
Well, you have 2 options. You can go deep or you can try and hit something on the sidelines. and get out of bounds.
Oh, Jesus.
And try not to hurt yourself, shoot yourself in the foot again.
That was ridiculous.
First and 10 from the 42. 12.3 seconds to go. Ynez leads 35-0. Cabrillo desperately trying to get some points on the board before the half runs out. And a little discussion going on between Coach Pateras and the officials. As now the ball marked ready for play. Clock will start at the snap.
By the way, Brewers up 6-1 at the top of the 8th from Milwaukee.
For you MLB fans, 3 receivers left, 2 right. Anderson looking, good protection, throws this one across the middle, complete, incomplete, knocked away at the 20.
That was a shot.
Momentarily complete.
And that was
Tyler Williams that
got nailed in the back.
Yeah. Clean shot, nothing out of the ordinary about it. But a flag is down in the backfield. Roughing the passer is going to be called.
And we should remind everybody that the game cannot end on a defensive penalty.
So that's a first down at the 26-yard line, 7 seconds remaining. So the Cabrillo Conquistadors are still with a little bit of life here in the first half. Got time for 1 shot. Maybe 2 if you get something quick out to the sideline. We'll see what they come up with. Anderson in at quarterback.
This would be a good time for a touchdown.
4 receivers, 2 to either side.
Good job by the line this time. Towns,
incomplete at about the 5. Towns, the intended receiver. Clock stopped now with 2 seconds left until halftime. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 26.
2 seconds, so barring a defensive penalty, last play of the half. But that was there. They just couldn't quite connect.
No more timeouts for the Conquistadors, so this will be it. 3 left, 2 right. Anderson alone in the backfield. 5 receivers heading toward the end zone, I would think, in this one. Under pressure, throws. This one will be incomplete. Almost intercepted at the 5.
Almost intercepted, but he couldn't handle it, and it bounced up over his head and just behind a Cabrillo receiver who would have been wide open about 3 yards out. So
and we saw several of those in the JV game earlier, tip drills galore. But this one falls incomplete to end the first half. 24 minutes in the books here at Houck Stadium this evening, and our score is Ynez Pirates 35, the Cabrillo Conquistadors nothing. So the teams will head to the locker room. We will head back to the studio to give you some pertinent information about all the sorts of things going on in and around the Lompoc Valley. So,
including an exciting event tomorrow, Greg.
Yeah, we'll tell you all about that as well. So we'll be back for the second half in 20 minutes. Enjoy halftime, folks. We'll see you for the second half.
I got smart about mortgages. Now, it's my house I go home to.
I got smart about college. Now my kid's off to a great start.
When it comes to your money, whatever you want to get smart about, you can find it at smartaboutmoney.org.
I got smart about health insurance. Now both my finances and I are healthy.
SmartAboutMoney.org is a free online resource from the National Endowment for Financial Education. We're an independent nonprofit foundation dedicated to helping people just like you get sound information about money.
I got smart about protecting my job. Now, I'm doing better than ever.
For everything from how to build an emergency fund to how to deal with job uncertainty, SmartAboutMoney.org has the answers you're looking for.
I got smart about credit cards. Now paper or plastic has a whole new meaning.
SmartAboutMoney.org, the easy place to start when you want to get smart.
Hey, football fans, do you have friends or family that live out of town but still like to follow Lompoc Valley football? Let them know that KPEG's game coverage is also streaming live on the web. Just send them to kpegradio.com and they can catch all of the action no matter where they are. That's kpegradio.com, brought to you by your home for local sports, 100.9 KPEG. By now, you've probably figured out that KPEG is not your ordinary average radio station. In fact, we're anything but ordinary. First, you'll never ever hear a commercial on KPEG. We're all about the music. And how about that music? We play more music with more variety than any other station in the area. And not just the standard tunes you hear everywhere else. Sure, we play rock and oldies and your favorite classic rock songs, but we'll also introduce you to some deep tracks that you might not have heard. Some new rock, and even some bands that are a bit off the mainstream. That's what makes KPEG so unique. Well, that and our exclusive live sports coverage. But the point is that KPEG is different by design. Enjoy it. We're 100.9 KPEG.
Dad! Come on! Over here! Look at this, Dad! Over... Whoa.
The moment my son saw a redwood tree.
It's huge!
Is the moment I knew that for him,
You can't even see the top of that thing!
even the sky has no limit.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go, like hiking, biking, fishing, or camping. Or do your own thing when you get there with family and friends. Your moment is out there. Find it at discovertheforest.org. That's discovertheforest.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
We hope you are enjoying tonight's game featuring the Ynez Pirates and the Cabrillo Conquistador. This is the first broadcast of a special KPEG Game of the Week doubleheader. Our broadcast crew will be right back at it again tomorrow night as we travel to La Playa Stadium where the Lompoc Braves will take on the Santa Barbara Dawn. Join us at 6:45 for pregame coverage, including an exclusive interview with Braves head coach Andrew Jones. Then buckle up for the kickoff at 7 o'clock. It's Game 2 of our doubleheader coverage, a special Saturday night edition of the Game of the Week. The Lompoc Braves versus the Santa Barbara Dons, tomorrow night. And it's right here on your home for local sports, 100.9 KPEG.
The City Council meetings are your window into how Lompoc works. You can even speak to the council and let them know how you feel. But if you can't be there in person, you can always follow along on TAP TV, KPEG Radio, and the web at cityoflompoc.com. That's right, we'll be there on the first and third Tuesday of every month, bringing you all the comments, discussions, and votes. So tune in for a live trimulcast of your City Council meetings, only on TAP TV, KPEG Radio, and cityoflompoc.com.
You're listening to the Game of the Week on KPEG. It's halftime, so grab a snack, refresh your beverage, then settle back into your favorite chair. The second half kickoff is coming up soon, right here on 100.9 FM KPEG.
Don't have a car? Too far to walk? Bike in the shop? Welcome aboard Colt, the City of Lompoc Transit. Sit back and let us do the driving. Colt serves the communities of Lompoc, Mission Hills, and Vandenberg Village. We offer comfort, low fares, convenience, free transfers, and great service. For more information and free trip planning assistance, give us a call at 736-7666 or visit us on the web at cityoflompoc.com/transit.
Hello, I'm Samantha Scroggin, Community Relations Manager with the City of Lompoc. Let's tune in to what's happening in Lompoc. Fall has barely arrived, but it's not too early to pick up an application to take part in this year's Lompoc Christmas Parade. Applications for Miracle on H Street are available at the Anderson Recreation Center and online at cityoflompoc.com on our recreation page. Next Friday, October 19th from 4 to 5:30 p.m., our Recreation Division will be hosting a pumpkin decorating workshop for kids ages 6 to 12. All supplies are included for just $10 per child. Photo submissions are being accepted for the Lompoc Valley Photography Contest, which the City of Lompoc Recreation Division is holding this year as part of its popular Arts and Vines event. Arts and Vines, featuring a craft boutique and wine tasting along with a photo contest, will take place on Saturday, November 3rd from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Dick DeWeese Community and Senior Center. Admission to Arts and Vines is free. City of Lompoc invites the community to join together and make a difference through service projects on Saturday, October 27th. Make a Difference Day will take place in Lompoc from 9 a.m. to noon as part of the nation's largest day of community service. Find details on our city's website at cityoflompoc.com. Our Lompoc Library now offers yoga storytime and dance storytime for kids, along with baby storytime. Check out our library's calendar of events at cityoflompoc.com for details. District elections are around the corner in Lompoc. To help inform our community about this new district election process, we've created a district elections webpage linked from cityoflompoc.com. Visit our City of Lompoc website at cityoflompoc.com for more information on all these great events and more. And be sure to follow the City of Lompoc on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook for all the latest news in the city. Thanks for joining me for this City of Lompoc news update. I'll talk to you next time when we tune in Lompoc.
So, you want to know what's new on KPEG? Well, we've created the perfect solution, and we call it KPEG New Tracks. Every week, we'll showcase some of the new songs we've recently added to the mix, plus preview some tracks that haven't even made it into rotation yet. From indie to heavy metal, you'll hear some great new additions to the library, complete with artist and song title information. And who knows, one of them may turn out to be your next favorite song. Can you afford not to listen? It's KPEG New Tracks. Catch it every Friday night at 6 p.m. right here on your home for the greatest collection of rock and roll on the planet, 100.9 KPEG.
Hello, I'm Samantha Scroggin, Community Relations Manager with the City of Lompoc, and let's tune in to what's happening in Lompoc. Fall has barely arrived, but it's not too early to pick up an application to take part in this year's Lompoc Christmas Parade. Applications for Miracle on H Street are available at the Anderson Recreation Center and are also available online at cityoflompoc.com. Homework help is back at our Lompoc Library. Join us for Homework Club Tuesdays and Wednesdays from 3:30 to 5:30 p.m. District elections are around the corner in Lompoc. To help inform our community about this new district election process, we've created a district elections webpage linked from cityoflompoc.com. Visit our City of Lompoc website at cityoflompoc.com for more information on all these great events and more. And be sure to follow the City of Lompoc on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook for all the latest news in the city. Thanks for joining us for this City of Lompoc news update. We'll talk to you next time when we tune in Lompoc.
Rich is just a really good guy. The term good egg isn't enough to describe him. He's also certified organic and free range. Rich puts the cap back on everything. The toothpaste, the olive oil, the shampoo, everything. He lets his 10-year-old nephew beat him at virtual tennis, even though he can straight up slay his 10-year-old nephew in virtual tennis. When the toilet paper is running low, Rich replaces the roll on the actual holder, not just on the back of the toilet. Rich is texting and driving. Rich, no. What are you doing, Rich? I was just telling everyone how great you are. Texting and driving makes good people look bad. Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A public service announcement brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
We hope you are enjoying tonight's game featuring the Ynez Pirates and the Cabrillo Conquistador. This is the first broadcast of a special KPEG Game of the Week doubleheader. Our broadcast crew will be right back at it again tomorrow night as we travel to La Playa Stadium where the Lompoc Braves will take on the Santa Barbara Dawn. Join us at 6:45 for pregame coverage, including an exclusive interview with Braves head coach Andrew Jones. Then buckle up for the kickoff at 7 o'clock. It's Game 2 of our doubleheader coverage, a special Saturday night edition of the Game of the Week. The Lompoc Braves versus the Santa Barbara Dons, tomorrow night. And it's right here on your home for local sports, 100.9 KPEG.
I shop and cook for my mom every week. I help my dad pay his bills.
I take my wife to the doctor.
Am I a caregiver?
Are you caring for a senior parent, spouse, or friend? Do you spend time helping with meals, shopping, or personal care? Are you stressed? Do you have less time for yourself? You are not alone. Nearly 1 in 6 people in Lompoc are caregivers. Visit caringtogetherlompoc.org or call 925-9554.
You're listening to the Game of the Week on KPEG. It's halftime, so grab a snack, refresh your beverage, then settle back into your favorite chair. The second half kickoff is coming up soon, right here on 100.9 FM KPEG.
Dave, what are you doing?
Just sending a gift to Dave 2037.
Who?
Me in the future. I save a little money from every paycheck as a gift to Dave 2037, so he can spend it on things like anti-gravity boots or a hologram Doberman, something cool like that. I think Dave 2037 deserves it. He worked hard. What are you getting Steve 2037?
I guess I was thinking Steve 2037 would just fend for himself.
Well, all right, but don't expect to be borrowing my anti-gravity boots.
You want to have money in your future? You got to start saving now. Putting some money from every paycheck into a savings account or contributing to your 401k can make a big difference later. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free ideas and easy ways to save, go to feedthepig.org. That's feedthepig.org.
Hey, let's just hope Steve 2037 doesn't get his hands on a cool time machine, because he is going to come back here and knock some sense into you.
This message brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm Casey Farah, your host for KPEG's Local Music Hour. Playing music from Lompoc and the surrounding cities. Every Saturday at 7 p.m. Right here on KPEG 100.9 FM.
Hey Lompoc, now that your newest, bestest, most favoritist radio station is up and running, why not put us to work? If your organization has a nonprofit event or fundraiser coming up, let KPEG help spread the word. Just submit your public service announcement at least 2 weeks in advance and we'll handle the rest. Call us at 875-2750 for details. That's 875-2750. After all, KPEG is your community radio station. Serving you is what we do. You're listening to the Game of the Week on KPEG. It's halftime, so grab a snack, refresh your beverage, then settle back into your favorite chair. The second half kickoff is coming up soon, right here on 100.9 FM KPEG.
So you see, son, good manners are very, very important. Someday, many years from now, when you're a grown-up, you'll be a man. And when you are, you should be a gentleman. Do you want me to go through it one more time?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Exactly. Always say please, thank you, you're welcome, and excuse me. Sit up straight, hold doors open for ladies. If a door's shut, then knock first. Don't burp, don't swear, don't speak with your mouth full, don't reach across people's plates, keep your elbows off the table.
What table?
And don't interrupt. While we're at it, don't stare, don't use foul language, don't call people names, but do remember people's names. Always share your toys, play nice, and cover your mouth when you cough or sneeze. On the bus, give up your seat to anyone who has trouble standing. Bottom line, treat others the way you'd like to be treated. Got it?
Got it.
And stop picking your nose.
Most parenting is hard to do in just 2 minutes. But spending just 2 minutes twice a day making sure they brush their teeth is easier and could help save them from a lifetime of tooth pain. For fun 2-minute videos to watch while brushing, visit 2min2x.org. That's 2min2x.org. A message from the Partnership for Healthy Mouths, Healthy Lives, and the Ad Council.
The World Wide Web has many things to offer, and one of those things is Tap TV. Just surf your browser to cityoflompoc.com/taptv. Click on any one of our 3 channels and you'll see original, locally produced television. Between shows, we have a bulletin board loaded with announcements and events in Lompoc, with rockin' KPEG radio as the soundtrack. It doesn't stop there. You can make your own TV show. Just stop by the Lompoc Media Center at 125 West Walnut on the 3rd floor of the Anderson Rec Center, and we'll show you how.
Well, welcome back to Hog Stadium, ladies and gentlemen, where the halftime score is the Ynez Pirates 35, the Cabrillo Conquistadors nothing. It's been all Pirates all night. Mike, What's it look like to you?
Well, Cabrillo has not played terribly well tonight, and they have certainly made a lot of mental mistakes. Way too many penalties to try and be competitive. They needed to play clean, and they have not been close to that. And the score kind of speaks for itself. We're right at the threshold for a running clock, but have not heard anything about that yet. So
we will be taking a look at that when we start action here in just a couple of minutes. In the meantime, you heard an interesting score from that Dos Pueblos-San Marcos matchup.
That is correct. Dos Pueblos 13, San Marcos 28 at the half.
Royals leading the Chargers at halftime. That is a interesting one. That'll shake things up in the Channel League.
Indeed. And we've found an interesting bit of information in the last few days. I don't know how many folks remember Caitlin Flowers.
Oh, I do.
Daughter of Vince Flowers and Elaine Doggery. Vince, if you don't know, is the one of the CHS track assistants. Caitlin got a scholarship after she played high school basketball, tore an ACL her junior year, worked real hard to come back, played her senior season, got a scholarship to Akron, played limited bit in her freshman and sophomore seasons, tore her ACL again her junior season at Akron, worked really hard to come back, and before her senior season, tore her ACL for the third time.
Oh my gosh.
And she tried to come back again with a waiver, and you couldn't quite get there. It's tough to repair an ACL once. Doing it 3 times is very difficult. Well, we got some good news from her this week. She has been signed as a graduate assistant coach at Florida National University, which is starting their women's basketball program this year. And she hooked on the staff. They begin their season October 24th at Toccoa Lakes College in Georgia. And so you don't have to be a star to get some advantage from sports. So well done. Good news for her. Good luck. And you'll appreciate this, Greg. Guess what the mascot for Florida National University is?
I'm almost afraid to ask.
Ladies and gentlemen, root for the Conquistadors.
All right. Speaking of Conquistadors, we have a bunch of them right down here in front of us, and they are hungry for some points. Down 35-0 at halftime, and we are about to get underway here in the second half. As long as we have just a moment here before the kickoff, I want to let you know that there's a special event going on downtown Lompoc tomorrow, starting at 10 a.m., I believe. They're in the parking lots on Cypress and I Street. There's a thing called Lompoc Chalks going on, or Chalk Lompoc, anyway. It's a fundraising event for the Lompoc Theater Project. There's going to be tours going on of the theater. Lots of fun things going on. KPEG Radio is going to be there for a couple hours tomorrow afternoon as well. So come down. You might even score yourself a bumper sticker. Yeah. So that's from, we'll be there from 12 to 2:30 tomorrow. So come on down and check that out.
And you get to talk to Greg.
Yeah. As if that's a plus. Kickoff is in the air, and we are underway here in the second half. We turned out to about the 22-yard line.
Managed to take that from about the 17 out to the 22.
Clock is stopped, so that should tell us something about the running clock scenario.
Yeah.
At least for now.
As in, it isn't.
Exactly.
But Cabrillo needs to get some forward motion here and build some momentum.
See if they were able to make some adjustments here at halftime and come out with a little bit of a positive energy.
Yeah. Basically, erase the first half. You can't do anything about that. Come out here and play ball.
Jackson Anderson hands off the ball, number 24, Tito Miza.
Miza will get the carry and go nowhere in a hurry.
Initial hit number 72.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 for the Conqs.
No gain on the play. 2nd down, 2nd and 10.
Scores from around the area. Laguna Blanca lost 54-12. Orchid Academy is down 33-14 in the third. Rigetti is leading Arroyo Grande in the third, 33-17.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Napoma is leading San Luis 20-0. Templeton and Santa Maria. Halftime, Templeton 35-28.
Jackson Anderson's pass complete, number 7, Jordan Green.
Quick pass from Anderson to Green, complete out to about the 27-yard line. Gain of about 5. Be 3rd down and 5 or 6 anyway. First catch for Green, I believe, tonight.
5-yard pickup on play, 2nd down. Correction, 3rd down.
It'll be 3rd down and a long 5 from the 27. Anderson in at quarterback. 3 receivers right, 1 up top. Takes the shotgun snap, looking to throw. Complete at the 30 and tackled back at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll lose. They're going to take it out to the 28, I think, which is a gain of about half a yard.
And there's Eddie Little on the catch.
And the flag.
Against Cabrillo, declined by the Pirates.
I think that was lining up wrong. I think somebody was into the neutral zone.
Penalty is declined. Brings up 4th down.
4th down and 5, and a 3 and out to start things for the Conquistadors here in the second half, and they will be forced to punt away. Green back to kick at about his own 12.
Pirates number 5, Eddie Sanchez.
Sanchez, Eddie, at his own 40.
High short kick, angled to the near sideline, takes a nice little Cabrillo bounce and goes out of bounds somewhere around the 47.
Just inside the Saints, or Pirates 47.
So at least Ynez is on their own side of the 50. 10-16 left here in the third. Pirates will have their first possession of the second half and a 35-0 lead for the visitors.
Yep. And this would be an excellent time for the Cabrillo defense to bow their backs and shut this thing down.
Time for a stop, you betcha. Fake handoff. Quarterback will keep it. And speaking of Cabrillo D, there it is, son.
They'll decide to keep him.
Stop made by number 34, Dana Pacheco. And numbers
Dana Pacheco and Sam Schmidt in the backfield quickly for the Conquistadors that time for a loss of about 4.
2nd down, 2nd and 13.
While inside the 44. So a few more of those would be really nice for Cabrillo. Pirates will send 2 receivers up top, 1 guy in the slot here on the near side. Now he's in motion. It's Transit. Ooh, and he's going to get buried by the Cabrillo D as well.
I think he's going to lose at least another one.
Durham. Black jerseys all over Transit that time.
Durham in there for the stop.
So some good momentum here by the Cabrillo D here to start things off in the second. It's 3rd down and about 14, maybe 15 for the Pirates. Ball back at the 42. They'll send 3 receivers up top, 1 here to the short side of the field.
Francis, the one back, will swing out.
Gill looking right, throws incomplete. Complete. Got it. Into Cabrillo territory down to about the 45, but short of a first down by about 2. Nice catch on the far side of the field. 4th and 2 from the 45.
And almost down to 8.5 minutes left in the third period.
Pirates offense still on the field, so they're going to go for it here at 4th and short.
No reason not to.
And a hard count is going to get the Conquistadors across the line of scrimmage into the neutral zone, and now you don't even have to snap the ball. First down, Pirates.
5-yard penalty, lose the ball on the 40-yard line.
Well, you really don't need to help them. Now it's first down and 10 from the 40. Taken to the ground game. Trying to get to the left. Parried by a whole batch of Cabrillo Conquistadors. Never did go down, however.
No. And he'll lose about the length of a football.
And number 28 was a ball carrier for the Pirates.
Jacob Moran on the carry. Basically no gain, second and 10.
Number 29, Trey Robeson. I just saw it.
About 5 black jerseys all over him on that one. The Cabrillo defense has come out a little bit fired up here in the second half, but they really need to get the ball back. Oh, here's another sack. 1, 2, 3, 4 black jerseys over Gill.
Yeah, that was a designed keeper to the left, and it went absolutely nowhere.
Danon Pacheco, one of the main characters involved in that sack. It'll be 3rd and 11.
Also on the play, brings up 3rd down.
Clock running, 7:20 left here in the third quarter.
At the 42-yard line.
One receiver, lone right. And Gill's looking to throw right, deep down the far sideline. Got him open. They get tied up and incomplete at the 10.
Yep, and no flags. What a shock.
That ball was actually, I think, over the wrong shoulder for the receiver. He was looking at over his left and ended up over his right. And couldn't make the adjustment in time. So at 4th down and 11, the Pirates will come out in punt formation. Mason Towns back deep for the Conqs, just inside his 10.
High snap.
Fielded, however. Conqs putting on pressure. Fair catch called for at the 8-yard line and made.
And that may have been the best catch we've seen all night. He really had to climb the ladder to get to that, and just did get both hands on it. Caught the lower half of the ball. And
did a good job to grab that one and get the kickoff before the 6 Conqs in his face. So it'll be first down Conquistadors, deep in their own territory once again, however. 1st and 10 at the 8.
7 minutes exactly.
So let's see what Cabrillo can do with it this time. 2 wides right. Green again here on this side. And we'll run up the middle with Misa. We'll pick up about 2, maybe.
Good. Shoved back to the 5. And guess who made the stop, man?
Another Sanchez kid?
He has shown up again.
The Juan variety.
Yeah, he and Misa have had a meeting of the hard plastic a number of times.
He'll give Tito 2 on that one. It'll be 2nd and 8 from the 10. 2 receivers to either side this time. Henderson from the shotgun. The give again to Misa.
And he was trying to find a gap or a sliver of the gap or something anywhere, and there was absolutely nothing.
There's nothing.
Pirates.
Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. 3rd down and 8 from the 10.
Again, the play makes it 3rd down, 3rd and 8 yards to go.
Cabrillo desperately needs a first down here. Something to keep the offense on the field. Get a little something going here. Three to the left. Green to the right. Slant pass to Green. Incomplete off his hands.
It was actually tipped first by the defender, and then Green almost came up with it. But that was another one of those double eek plays. Both coaches going, eek.
So Green will be kicking from his end zone again
Number 7.
on 4th and 8.
Deep for the Pirates, number 5, Eddie Sanchez.
The other Sanchez, Eddie, back at his 40 to receive. Low dribbler kick.
It's going to get another 22 yards on the roll.
It'll be down at the Cabrillo 49-yard line.
First and 10.
Cade McNamee playing special teams there. Puts his hands on that one. And that's where the Pirates will take over. First and 10 with 5:26 left here in the third quarter.
And we've seen kind of a demonstration of catching high snaps from the punters on both teams here.
35-0 is our score. The Pirates lead.
Ball's right on the Cabrillo 49-yard line. As the Pirates begin their 8th possession of the game.
They'll do this one on the ground. Transit takes the gap on the right side and squirts through and gets down close to the Cabrillo 40.
Ted Fisher. 54, Patrick Gurley.
Down to the 41 goes Transit, and then it'll be second down and about 2.
Second down and 2.
Tonight, Cancer Awareness, the pink game for Conquistador, as well as being senior night, so a lot of the Cabrillo guys are wearing pink accessories.
Now hands the ball off to Tim Fisher.
Fisher on the carry.
He's going to get down to the 40.
Picks up
And on the stop of the Conquistador, number 37.
maybe a yard.
Give him one.
Patrick Durham.
That'll be a yard shy of first, and they need to get down to the 39. It'll be 3rd and 1.
1 yard pickup on the play, gains good to the 40-yard line. 3rd down, 3rd and 1.
Good time for a stop here, guys.
Good time for a turnover.
That too. From the shotgun. That's Riddell in at quarterback.
Oh. Nice run.
Nice run inside the 35 to the 33.
28, Jacob Moran, the ball carrier for San Ynez.
Moran on the carry this time. Gets down to the Cabrillo 32. That'll move the chains for the Pirates. 1st and 10, San Ynez. 4 minutes. 4 minutes left here in the third.
7-yard gain on the play for the Pirates. 1st and 10.
Pirates burning a little clock, picking up a little yardage. And flags coming in before this one gets underway.
Oh, goodness. And it looks like they're going backwards.
False start. Didn't even think they got lined up. How did they get a false start? Well, who am I to say? 5 yards against the Pirates. It'll be 1st down and 15. Ball now at the 37.
3:50 remaining in the third quarter.
Still 1st down, 1st and 15. Ball at the 37-yard line.
Okay, there we go. 1 man in motion.
That's ready. They move.
Fisher on the carry.
Fisher, the ball carrier.
Straight up the middle we go, inside the 35 to the 34.
Stop number 34, Dana Pacheco, also assisting with the tackle number 54, Patrick Durham.
34 gets to the 34, and it'll be
where he's tackled by 34 and 54.
35-yard line.
Wow.
Second and about 13 yards to go for San Ynez 1st down.
2nd and 12-ish.
High formation, 2 wide top.
Quick pitch. Fisher again, trying to get to the outside. Does so and gets a little bit of room. Gets down inside the 30 to about the 29.
Real short of a 1st down, however.
And a flag down at the 37.
Penalty marker on the play.
What a surprise. Holding.
Holding's the indication
Pirates.
against the Pirates.
So that one will be erased. Flag down at the 36, 10 yards from there. Back to the 46.
2:56.
That's off to the 46-yard line.
On the clock.
So it's 2nd down.
2nd and 24.
And about 24 for the Pirates. from the shotgun.
And
Ready play inside.
And was that another flag? Yes, it was.
Kevin Gonzalez, the ball carrier for the Pirates. Foul made by number 33, Spencer Cochran. Penalty marker on the play.
See more flags tonight.
And it's going to be against illegal substitution.
That'll back him up 5 to the 49. And wait for the call there. So, in another definition of retrograde motion.
Yeah, ball is on the San Ynez 49 now.
They need to get all the way down to the Cabrillo 22 for a first down.
Don't see too many second and 29s.
Sweeping to the far side.
Number 6, Jacob Davies, the ball carrier for the Pirates.
Jacob Davies on the carry, gets back onto the Cabrillo side of the 50, down to the 48.
Conquistadors on the far sideline. The gain is good for
Pick up of about 4, maybe 3. We'll call it 3.
Third down, and we're going to say 26 from the 48. And that'll take it to the 22. Yeah, quick math says that's correct. Third down on the whole bunch, anyway. Clock running inside 2 minutes remaining here in the third.
Third and a quarter of the field.
Yeah.
And
that's a ways. 35 to nothing, our score. The Pirates lead. And they've had the ball for a long time here in the third quarter. Oh, right in the backfield. A beautiful tackle in the backfield.
Elvis Marmolejo, the ball carrier, making the tackle for the Conquistadors, number 8,
Cade McNamee back there in a hurry to make the stop for a loss all the way back to the 47-yard line on the Pirate side of the 50.
4th and 31.
Back and forth we go across midfield. Fourth down and about a mile and a half, and the Pirates will be forced to kick this one away.
it was a little less than a third of the field.
Nice high kick. Not a lot of distance. Takes a terrific Pirate roll, however.
Picked up about 15 on the roll.
Inside the 20 to about the 17-yard line, or it'll be down.
Sanchez is down by number 3.
No flags on the field. That's a good sign. 46.6 seconds left on the third quarter clock. And it's 35 to nothing Pirates. Cabrillo will have the ball first and 10.
Beginning their ninth possession. 46.4.
Well, ninth time's a charm, perhaps.
Yeah, could be.
Put some points on the board here. Cabrillo had one scoring opportunity back in the first half. That's resulted in a blocked punt and eventually a touchdown on the other end for the Pirates.
A blocked field goal.
That's what I was trying to say. Thank you.
Yeah.
One of those kicks.
Well, I'm surprised either of us is really semi-functional today.
the way this week has been, we're lucky to be here at all.
Yeah. Mason Town's reversing direction, and that's about as long a run as you're going to see for a 2-yard loss. Well, maybe just a one.
That was a scramble drill for sure. Loss of a couple. Second down and 12. Clock running. 30 seconds remaining here in the third. And probably get one play off before the quarter ends.
But he must have run a good 40, 50 yards on that play. Trying both sides in the middle and
trying to get back to where he started. Anderson from the shotgun.
Meza breaks a tackle. Breaks a couple more.
Powers through a couple more and gets across the 20 to about the 22.
Initial hit made by number 42.
Looks like the 23 is, I'll give him. It'll be short of a first down. Got the loss back plus some. It'll be third down and about 4 as the third quarter comes to a close. A scoreless third quarter at that. 3 done here at Hawk Stadium tonight. Our score remains the San Ynez Pirates 35, Cabrillo Conquistadors nothing. You're listening to the Game of the Week right here on your home for local sports 100.9 KPEG.
And the Cabrillo Radio Network.
Don't forget, folks, we will be back on the air tomorrow night, 6:45 pregame. Kickoff scheduled at 7 o'clock. They will travel down to beautiful La Playa Stadium in Santa Barbara, where the Lompoc Braves will take on the Santa Barbara Dons in a game that will probably decide the Channel League Championship. Hope you can join us.
If San Marcos is able to keep up that score against DP, it will decide at least a portion of the Channel League Championship and probably an outright championship possibility.
If the Pirates can hang on to this lead here tonight, they would go to 2-1 and be just a half game back at this juncture, with Lompoc scheduled to play tomorrow.
But even if they end up with one loss apiece, the Braves have the tiebreaker against the Pirates, which is head-to-head competition. Oh, good grief.
Low snap. Anderson picks it up, throws deep down the middle, and incomplete, intended for Jordan Green. So that could have been a complete disaster. And we're getting the indication of a running clock here in the fourth quarter, Mike. Incomplete pass does not stop the clock as the officials are winding their arms down on the field. So we will have a running clock here in the fourth. And the Conquistadors will be forced to punt after the incomplete pass at 4th and 5.
Eddie Sanchez.
Jordan Green back to punt from his own 10. Looks like Sanchez back at his 45 to receive. And it's a fake. Oh! Jordan Green throws incomplete overthrew Tyler Williams, who was all alone out here on the sideline. Couldn't connect. So, why not at this point? The bad news is they turn over the ball on downs, and the Pirates are just outside the red zone here already at the 23. So a great idea, couldn't quite connect on the pass, and the Pirates will take over first.
It was there.
Yep. So we'll turn around, go the other way. Pirates heading from left to right on your radio dial. Anthony Gills on the quarterback keeper, sweeping left, and doesn't come up with anything at all except a couple of yards on the minus side.
Yeah. Run down by Spencer Coughlin.
Actually, they're going to say 4-yard loss. Yeah, call it 3. Second down, 13. 2 receivers here to the right from the shotgun. Might have been a little confusion. Ends up as a quarterback keeper. Gills on the carry. Gets inside the 25 to the 23. Didn't look like he really knew whether he was going to hand that off or not.
Well, he was trying to decide, and he wasn't making a decision. And so they were kind of kept bumping together down the field. Picked up a couple.
3rd and 11 from the 24.
Ball spotted at the 24-yard line.
One receiver wide right, one in the slot.
Oh, nice.
Running play, nice penetration by the Cabrillo D.
12, Kevin Gonzalez, the ball carrier for San Ynez.
Gonzalez on the carry.
Daniel Pacheco and number 54, Patrick Durham.
Pacheco in on the stop for the Conqs.
Along with Durham. And then they got a bunch of help.
Also one on the playgrounds.
Ball back out to the 27, 4th down. And what did the Pirates do on 4th and 14? Up 35 to nothing in a running clock situation here in the 4th.
Might as well go for it.
They're going to, what are they going to do? They're going to go for it.
And we have a score from up north after this play.
From the shotgun.
Ooh, low snap.
Handoff. Nice gap up the middle. Still on his feet. Bounces off 1 at the 15. Still on his feet to the 5. Diving towards the end zone. Touchdown.
Number 34, Tim Fisher.
Tim Fisher, number 34, with a nice run. Broke some tackles, bounced off a couple more, then outran everybody. And it looks like we may have a Cabrillo player down in the end zone.
That's the last thing you want to see.
Adding injury to insult in this case. Was that 27? 27-yard run on that touchdown play. Official timeout with 8:25 left. One of the only things that will stop a clock in a running clock scenario is a player injury. Way out on the far side of the field in the end zone. Can't tell you who that is at this point. But trainers are out there to take a look.
The score we were talking about comes from up north a ways in the fourth quarter. Arroyo Grande 17, Rigetti 46.
Go Warriors. Wow.
And St. Joe is thumping Atascadero at halftime 42-7.
So the purple Rigetti Warriors are back at it, huh?
Pioneer Valley final 44 over Morro Bay 44-6.
PV having a pretty good year as well.
So the old Los Padres League is doing pretty good.
Here at Houck, we are still in an official injury timeout. Cabrillo player down on the far sideline. You are listening to the Game of the Week right here on your home for local sports 100.9 KPEG.
And KTNK 1440 AM on the Cabrillo Radio Network.
Streaming live at kpegradio.com. Once again, folks, I hope you can tune in again tomorrow night as the KPEG broadcast crew will be heading down to Santa Barbara to beautiful Playa Stadium at Santa Barbara City College, where the Lompoc Braves will be taking on the Santa Barbara Dons in a very important China League contest. Go over the standing once again. Lompoc 2-0 going into tonight. They, of course, are playing tomorrow, as we said. Santa Barbara, San Ynez, Dos Pueblos, and San Marcos all knotted up at 1-1. Cabrillo filling out the standings at 0-2. There's some important games going on across the Channel League tonight. Last we heard, San Marcos leading Dos Pueblos. That will be an interesting score that'll throw some gum in the works.
Yeah.
Injured player is up and coming this direction. I think that is Tyler Williams. Upright and walking under his own power. Always good to see. Very good to see. He's not in any hurry to get across the field. That's for sure. Being escorted by a couple of trainers. Ooh.
And the sphincter muscles have become engaged. San Marcos 28, Dos Pueblos 27 in the fourth quarter.
Uh-oh. Tight one.
The Pomo up 27-13 over St. Louis in the third quarter.
Well, with all the talk about the injury, it is now 41-0 after the touchdown, and the point after is up, and it is good. So 8:25 left here in a running clock fourth quarter, and it is now San Ynez 42, Cabrillo nothing.
And it'd be really nice if Cabrillo could erase the goose egg before this one was over, but they're not going to have a lot of time to do it with the running clock.
This is the final home game for the Conquistadors, but it is not the final game that they will play here at Community Field in Houck Stadium.
Looking at the remaining Cabrillo schedule after tonight, they will travel to Santa Barbara next week, and then one game after that. You got to know what that one is. The big game on the 26th. Lompoc, the home team for that game.
And to kick off of the Ynez Pirates.
So this is actually the final
Eddie Sanchez.
home game of the season for the Conquistadors.
Mason Towns also back. Number 4, Michael Guillory.
We will play one more, of course, the big game on what Cabrillo is now calling the community field.
Community field, okay.
I don't want to diss Larry Houck like that. It's Houck Stadium.
Okay, kickoff field on the bounce at about the 12. Return here to the inside hash mark, and a nice return up to about the 37. Guillory on the return gets out to the 37.
Misael Hernandez of the Pirates.
So the Conquistadors will take over 1st and 10 at their own 37. Clock running, 8 minutes remaining here in the final quarter.
All right, out to the 36 plus.
Not much drama about the outcome of the game, but we sure would like to see the Conquistadors put some points on the board before the clock runs out. Anderson from the shotgun, 4-receiver set. Anderson will keep it rolling to his left, trying to get to the edge, and he'll run out of bounds.
He'll pick up a couple, looks like.
Got close to the 40.
Number 22, Elvis Marmolejo made the stop.
Looks like the 39 will be the official spot. So we'll pick up a 2 for Anderson. 38. Okay. So make it 2nd and 9 from the 38-yard line. 7 minutes to go. Handoff. Mizo will find a little bit of room up the middle across the 45 to close to the 46. Short of a first down by about a yard. It'll be a 3rd down. We're down on a long one.
3rd down, 3rd and 1 yard to go for a Conquistador 1st down. Ball spotted at the 46-yard line.
Cabrillo hasn't been able to put a whole lot of points on the board so far this season. Last week was their highest scoring game of the year, scoring 25 against San Marcos in the losing effort. 3rd and short. We'll spread it out with 3 wide. Mizo will find a gap up the middle and make some nice yardage into Pirate territory down to the 43-yard line of San Ynez. 1st down, Cabrillo.
6 minutes remaining in regulation.
Halfway through regulation, really. Did you just say that?
Hey. Never want to listen.
Never say die. 1st and 10, Cabrillo from the Pirate 43. 3 receivers up top. Anderson takes the shotgun snap, handoff up the middle. Miza again gets inside the 40 to the 39. Gain of about 4, maybe 5.
44. That was Christian Shaw. And stop. Officials timeout on the field.
We have a official timeout for an equipment issue, it looks like, or an injury. Yes, we have a Pirate player that is shook up on a knee at the 40. It is number 77, Daniel Romero, being assisted off. Got a little bit of a limp.
Updated score from the Channel League down south. 4th quarter score, San Marcos 28, Dos Cobos 27.
It'll be 2nd down and a long 5 for the Conquistadors. The ball just outside the 38-yard line of the Pirates. Clock running, closing in on 5 minutes remaining. 3 receivers up top. Green here to the near side. Anderson fakes the handoff, throwing to Green.
He's got him.
Got him complete at the 10 and out of bounds.
Anderson pass complete to number 7, Jordan Green.
Anderson dropped that one right in on top of him.
Braden McCoy, 32 yards on the game for the Conquistadors.
Nice pass, nice catch, 1st down.
441.
7-yard line.
First and goal, in fact, from the 7. Been a while since the Conquistadors have been in the red zone. Last trip ended up on a blocked field goal. Let's see if we can have a little more success this time. Miza off the left tackle, pushing the pile.
And he's very, very close.
And
I think they're
going to stop him just short.
I think we can officially use Scotia on this one, Greg. That's
6-yard gain on the play, second down, second and goal.
Well, they're going to put it to 1. That's a little not quite as close to a Scotia as we thought.
They're not going to give him that last little oomph.
Second and goal from the 1-yard line. Clock running under 4 minutes remaining. Cabrillo knocking on the door.
And the flag. Of course, there had to be one.
Offside against the Pirates.
Against the Pirates.
Half the distance to the goal. And what's half a Scotia?
An iota.
Okay. Second goal from the iota line. Anderson. So from the shotgun, the give to Miza. Touchdown, Conquistadors. There you go. Cabrillo punches it in from just outside the goal line. It is now the goose egg is gone. It's 42-6 with the PAT coming up.
3:19 on the clock. Or should I say again, 3:19 left in regulation. Right? Since I know how much you enjoy it.
Forever the optimist. Yeah. Clock does stop on a score.
Yes, it is. And it looks like they're going for 2.
Indeed, Anderson under center.
Gives it to Miza. He's got a hole.
Cuts to the right. It's in. He's good. So with 3:19 left here in the quarter, it is now Ynez 42, Cabrillo 8. You're listening to the Game of the Week right here on your home for local sports 100.9 KPEG.
On the Cabrillo Radio Network.
That too. He's Mike. I'm Greg. Judy's back at the studio. Pressing buttons, clicking mice, doing her thing. She's the one responsible for all those beautiful graphics that you folks watching the webcast are getting to see. So,
and for digging out the difficult scores.
KPEGradio.com. So with 3:19 remaining, Cabrillo will kick off. Are you expecting some trickeration here, Mike?
Well, I'm not sure if it depends on whether or not I'm expecting it, but it kind of looks like Ynez is kind of sort of thinking that way, but now they've dropped back, but we shall see.
Well, Cabrillo started the game with an onside kick. Maybe they'll end it with one as well.
Yeah, and they had a chance of getting it, and I think if they had been able to get it, they might have had a slightly different cast to this game.
And here come the Pirates back up again.
And this time they just watch it go out of bounds.
That should be a penalty flag, although I don't see one on the ground. There has to be.
Well, I think they just pulled it out, tossed it on the ground, and then picked it up. It went out of bounds at the Ynez 43, and they will add 5 yards to it.
They'll put it at the 47. And that's where Ynez will take over. 1st and 10. Clock now running with 3 minutes remaining. 42-8 is our score.
10th possession for the Pirates. And they're not in any real hurry. Ooh.
Number 22.
Gave it to Marmolejo, and he thought he had some running room, and then one of the rushers peeled back and landed on his back, and he got half a scoosh.
That is Elvis Marmolejo, by the way, just so you know. Short gain. 2nd and 10 from the 47. Clock running, approaching the 2-minute mark. There's a little room on the right tackle.
Elvis again, and we have a flag.
Flag coming in late in the backfield. play good out to the 50-yard line. And now we got punching going on, and more flags coming on. Somebody said something they didn't like, and we got some retaliation going on, and we got some tempers flaring out here.
And I think we're going to have a massive zebra huddle here.
Sorting this one out will be a problem. Unsportsmanlike, Cabrillo.
There was a gain of about 3 on the run, and then all kinds of things broke out at that point.
Was that offsetting, or they just? We have a big zebra huddle here.
Well, we had the initial penalty back at the 45, and then we had the run took it out to just over midfield, and then there was about 4 flags thrown in the melee that ensued.
There was a ruckus. Some pushing and shoving going on. We don't know if that was so unsportsmanlike, but we don't know if it was 1 or 2 or offsetting or what the decision is going to be here.
Well, I'm not sure they know at this point, but they're talking that through. What did you see? What did you see?
In the meantime, the clock has stopped with 1:17 remaining. The decision on this one has already been made as far as the game is concerned. It's a shame you have to see something like this in the waning moments.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the decision. Personal foul. Cabrillo. Is that it?
No, I think no.
Personal foul indication against Conquistadors.
Well, they're marching that off.
3-yard gain on the play.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, Cabrillo. They're going to tack that one on as well.
With an ejection.
And a player ejected. So that's 2 15-yard penalties on Cabrillo, one on top of the other. Moves the ball inside the 20. Good grief. And a Cabrillo player ejected on the play. Discussion now with Coach AJ. Sort this out as the teams get lined up. All this with 1:17 left in the game clock in a 42-8 game. And things kind of unraveling here for the Conqs.
I have a feeling Coach Pateras is going to have extensive discussions this week about penalties and maintaining your cool.
I get a chance to talk with AJ before every game that we cover, and he's always so positive and has such a great outlook. I don't know.
And he's really working hard to change the mentality and the infrastructure and a whole bunch of things about the program and really build a.
And it looks tonight like he's got a ways to go.
Yep.
So with 1 minute remaining, the Pirates will take a series of knees here to wind this clock down.
Riddell, the quarterback, will get the clock under 45 here, and then we'll snap it and take a knee, and that should do it.
One more knee ought to get this thing done. As we're at 40 seconds and counting. Just waiting for the play clock to go out. It's 2nd and 11. And one more knee.
Riddell, the quarterback, number 14, takes a knee.
At 30 seconds, ought to do it. This clock will tick away. And the Cabrillo Conquistadors are going to fall to 0-8.
For his season-long leadership and a good game tonight on defense.
Player of the game to be announced.
And great sportsmanship year-round for number 34, Danon Pacheco. Tonight, Sunset Auto Center.
Danon Pacheco, number 34, just announced as the Sunset Auto Center Player of the Game. We called his name a lot tonight on defense. And there's the final buzzer. This one is official at 42-8. Our final score, San Ynez over Cabrillo. Did not go the way the Conquistadors had in mind. We had way too many penalties, way too many mental mistakes, and just couldn't get it done.
And I don't think anybody's more disappointed than Coach A.J. Pateras. He was not happy tonight.
No, the Conquistadors clearly have some more work to do. They've got 2 more games to see if they can come up with a victory this year. They will be looking at Santa Barbara next week. And then the Lompoc to finish off the season.
The two teams will be looking at tomorrow evening.
Yes. We will be back on the air tomorrow night at 6:45 as we travel down to La Playa Stadium with the Lompoc Braves as they take on the Santa Barbara Dons in a crucial Channel League matchup. 6:45 pregame, kickoff scheduled at 7 o'clock. We hope you can join us. We will be there in a beautiful setting at La Playa.
Let me see if I can chase down a final on that
important DP San Marcos game, if we can get a final score on that one before we clear off.
Okay, let's see here.
In the meantime, Cabrillo now at 0-8. They're 0-3 in the Los Padres League, and they're having a big team huddle at midfield with Coach Pateras right in the middle of it. And, sad to see Coach Pacheco on crutches. Actually, he broke his leg.
Yeah, it's not a good week for Cabrillo.
Yeah. Anything?
Oh, well.
If not,
nothing new.
Okay.
So last we saw was Rigetti was still thumping Arroyo Grande. DP was a point down to San Marcos in the fourth quarter, and St. Joseph is thumping Atascadero. So,
all right. Well, we had a thumping here tonight. Unfortunately, our final score 42-8. San Ynez Pirates come into town and take care of the Cabrillo Conquistadors. San Ynez now 2-1 in league. They are 5-3 overall, and in good shape to try and pull out a playoff spot.
A guaranteed playoff spot, which would be big news for San Ynez.
They always seem to come up about a game shy.
Yeah,
that. Looks like this year they might make the postseason.
If San Marcos can hold on, they just about guarantee San Ynez a playoff spot.
Yep.
Let's see, who do the Pirates have next week?
We've got that here somewhere. There we go.
Yeah, let me go through the paper here.
Dos Pueblos.
And
they'll finish off with San Marcos.
So I'd say certainly if they can go 1-1 and those two, they're in. If they go 0-2, then it becomes problematic, but I think they can.
I'd like to see that. The San Ynez have had a good team for a lot of years and have always seemed to come up just one game shy of making the postseason. So let's get them in the dance this time.
It's like you don't want to leave a game up to the officials. You don't want to leave CIF participation up to the folks down in LA looking at your record and going, I don't recognize these people. Who are they? And putting some 5-6 or 5-5 team instead of an 8-2 San Ynez.
Well, we are going to wrap this up. We got to save some batteries for tomorrow night. We'll be back on the air once again, like we said, at 6:45 from La Playa as the Lompoc Braves take on the Santa Barbara Dons. We hope you can join us for that one. But for tonight, for Judy Baker back at the studio, for Mike Loney to my right, my name is Greg Ratcliffe. Thank you so much for joining us here from out tonight. Our final score, once again, the San Ynez Pirates 42, the Cabrillo Conquistadors 8. Good night, everybody. See you tomorrow night.
Hi, this is Cabrillo head coach